Hello, this is Victoria Smith of the Midley Beacon. I'm here with Andy Zak, the newest face in paranormal literature, with his newest novel, Zombie Turkeys, available for purchase this fall. He has graciously agreed to sit down and answer a few questions about his life, work, and what inspired his upcoming novel. Thank you, Andy, for joining us.
Glad to be here, Tori.
So, what's the deal with your newest novel, Zombie Turkeys? Aren't there enough zombie novels out there?
Not really enough at all. There's millions of zombie novels about people. How many have you met of zombie turkeys, or have you even heard of zombie turkeys? I think our readers will find it unique and different.
So, what's the deal with zombie turkeys? Are they dangerous?
Are they dangerous? Well, sure. You can shoot them, you can burn them, you can crush them, and they come back to life stronger than ever. And they're really hard to kill.
I can imagine. So, can you give us a brief synopsis of your book?
Well, it just so happens I have my book with me, and on the back I'll read you the synopsis. I killed a zombie turkey. Now will it stay dead? Sam Melvin, an underachieving e-reporter from a small town, changes forever when he meets turkeys that won't stay dead. You can shoot them, chop them, burn them. They come back stronger. The undead plague of poultry spreads uncontrollably, rocking the whole country. As Sam tracks down the zombie turkeys and how to eradicate them, his editor, Lisa Kambacher, nags him to turn his stories and expenses in on time. During their years of working together, Lisa has mellowed from bitchy to an irascible pinchpenny. Lisa snipes at Sam for plebeian writing, but uses her intelligence to pursue the lucrative carnivorous turkey story. Sam and Lisa ricochet across the landscape, tracking turkeys and fleeing the bloodthirsty hordes. Careening from shell-shocked grocery store owners, fighting turkeys crawling out of refrigerators, to machine-gunning turkey farmers, to secret militias, Sam and Lisa doggedly report. Throughout the turkey apocalypse, they dare ravage cities, plow knee-deep in gore and corpses, and upload streams of zombie turkey video news to the world. With paranoid militias clashing with the federal government and unkillable turkeys, Sam and Lisa doubt their ability to survive. Sam and Lisa have no superpowers. If you have a heart condition or lack humor, you should not read Zombie Turkeys, no matter how much you want to find out what happens.
I noticed your foreword is by one of your characters, Sam Melvin. How did you get a foreword for one of the characters in your book?
Well, typically book forewords are written by someone the author knows and trusts, and who knows and trusts the author as well. I certainly know and trust my main character, Sam Melvin, and he knows and trusts me. So when I came up to him and asked him if he'd write the foreword, he agreed without a problem.
So, now that people have a feeling for your book, let's turn to you. Anastasia Zacharias. That's not a very common name, is it? How'd your parents come up with that one?
Well, despite being zombies, my parents are both Christians, and they named me Anastasius, which means of the resurrection. So, growing up, I was known as Anastasius in Greece, but once we migrated to the U.S., I quickly changed my name to Andy in the school system. And then when I wrote the book Zombie Turkeys, I shortened the name to Zach. That's how it came to be.
So, you've mentioned in numerous sources that your parents are zombies. I have two questions. How did that come about, and how did this translate into your writing with the writing of Zombie Turkeys?
Well, it's a long and sad story. In my research for my PhD on paranormal animals, I researched recombinant DNA for both vibri and bacteria. And as I was experimenting with different types of bacteria, I had petri dishes full of all different types. And what I was able to do with that, I just kept it around the house. My father picked up one of the trays petri dishes of recombinant bacteria, and he spread it on his bologna sandwich, thinking it was Vegemite. He ate the bologna sandwich and became a zombie. Then he kissed my mother, and she became a zombie. For those people who don't know, Vegemite is a popular vegetable spread from Australia. My father picked up the taste for it while he was visiting there. Well, despite being turned into zombies, my parents didn't hold it against me at all. And they seemed to still fit in really well into their senior retirement community. And then, for the second part of the question, how it affected my writing, I wrote Zombie Turkeys after this all happened, and I used it as kind of like a therapy for myself to get over this. And I found I was much more comfortable with the whole zombie scene after I finished writing it.
What inspired your thesis on reviving dead animals? And how did this translate into Zombie Turkeys? How did you use that?
Well, when I was, just because of having the name Anastasius of the Resurrection, growing up I was always interested in animals and reviving animals from either sickness or sleep or suspended animation. And all through school, elementary and high school, I did all kinds of experiments. And it seemed very natural to extend this into my college career. I wanted to work toward a PhD in biology, and I got that through in paranormal animal biology. And then once I learned how to revive dead animals, I then used that same science in this book, Zombie Turkeys.
How did you start breeding phoenixes?
Again, while I was researching my PhD thesis, I was in the Middle East, and I heard a rumor of phoenixes in Western Saudi Arabia. Who doesn't like phoenixes, an animal that can lay an egg in its own funeral pyre and come back to life? So as soon as I heard the rumor, I went to research it and found a real phoenix living in the desert near the Red Sea. I tried to capture it, and I tried all kinds of different sedatives, and finally found one after many months. Once I captured the phoenix, I took tissue samples and was able to clone it. And then from the clones, I made a breeding pair. I released the original phoenix back into the wild.
What do you hope to accomplish with this novel?
I would love to have worldwide fame and prestige as a result of the book Zombie Turkeys, but I'll be quite satisfied and happy to be comfortably wealthy for the rest of my life.
That's all the time we have for today. This is Victoria Smith signing off.